Hello Team Gore, welcome back to Skyrim. In the last episode we made our way to Riverwood, the city over here, and we were given the task to find the Golden Claw one of the shopkeepers has, and they led us to town. We go left, it'll take us to Bleak Falls Barrow where the Golden Claw has been taken, and if we go to the right we have to go to Whiterun to warn the Jarl that Riverwood needs some guards to defend against dragon attacks. And a dragon attacked Helgen, and I don't know why you'd be watching the third episode of a Let's Play instead of starting from the first episode. Like, does not make sense. But I have deemed it worthy, or I've deemed it more important to head to Whiterun to protect the town rather than try to get back someone's Golden Claw and waste time on that. So, hello, wildlife. And we can actually attack wildlife. We'll get, we could get some leather from their hides. Oh, you. Speaking of getting leather from wildlife's hides, let's get this wolf pet. Well, if only you could have a pet in this game. You can't. Now, I'm playing on the PS3, as I said before, so you guys might see some frame rate issues. The PS3 version of any Bethesda game, for some reason, is horribly buggy. More so than Xbox versions. Bethesda seems to prioritize the programming of an Xbox game. Hello.
Citizen, I'm warning you. Your presence is interfering with Imperial business. Be gone.
I'm not doing anything, I'm just walking. Calm down. They just got hold of a prisoner. So yeah, the reason why I don't have DLC for this game yet is because no DLC has gotten here, and wow, I don't think it's ever rained the first time I've been to Whiterun. Dynamic weather engine. That's really cool. They do have a dynamic weather engine, which is actually really cool. It can rain on random days. It can snow in the mountains, or it can't snow. It's like it can be overcast or cloudy, which is really cool. Yeah. We'll just be continuing on our way to Whiterun. This is the way to... Oh, a giant! Ah! Yeah!
You look strong. Come to Norvasker and be a companion.
What?
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, sister.
What?
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the companions?
I just wanted to kill a giant.
We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
Oh, you're mercenaries.
Not
Can
for
I
me
join
to
you?
say. You'll have to talk to Codlack Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Oh. The companions. A warrior
on the
guild.
wind today. Good hunting for us.
And we're discovering areas as we go through them. A warrior guild. Perhaps we may join them. And here are the stables. Remember, if you have issues getting places, let me guys show you the map now to be... This is the world map. You can zoom in and out. I'm going to zoom out for a little bit here. If you guys have issues getting to the holds, like this is Markarth, Falkreath is down here. If you have issues getting to any of these holds, you can take carriage drivers to get to them directly to the main holds, which is a good way to have checkpoints for each of them instead of having to run there. And they're actually fairly cheap. It's like 20 gold to get to Riften, and well, it's really cheap. It's actually a good place to go to. Okay. What are these?
I long for the warm sands of elsewhere more and more each day.
I feel the same. I do not think Khajiit were made for the cold.
Not only that, but these Nords have no love for us.
Goods and wares of
They
all
look upon us and
kinds,
see
all
only
can be
thieves
yours.
and smugglers.
It is a pity, but it cannot be helped. Perhaps if we continue to show that we can be trusted, they will open their cities to our caravans.
Come, come, and see what
I
goods
wish
I
that I
offer.
had your optimism.
Huh.
The wind blows bitter cold in this place.
There are skins there.
Curious about your
The
homeland.
Khajiit hail from a distant land called Elsewhere, bordered on the north by Cyrodiil, and the south by the glistening blue waters of the sea. Elsewhere is an arid land of deserts and rocky canyons, where the sun shines warmly, always.
Well, that
They're a
sounds nice.
city so ancient, the sands have swallowed them whole. But now I will say no more, for I miss my home greatly.
Oh.
An astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed.
Oh.
The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away. But for those with courage, there is much profit to be made.
Well. The Khajiit are pretty awesome. They all talk in third person, which is amazing, and they have amazing accents. And I like the Khajiit. So we'll leave it at that. I don't really have anything to sell you. What do you have for sale? Amethyst. Ooh, you have a bear pelt. That's nice. I don't think I'll buy it if it's 152. I can go kill a bear myself. Corundum ingots, which is really cool. Some soul gem with a grand soul in it. Greater soul gem. Iron ore, orichalcum, wolf pelt. Some ingredients. I think, did he have moonshine or moon sugar? Moonshine. That's alcohol. Moon sugar, which can be made into skooma. Right here. Skooma is basically the main drug. It's a drug. It's it's a narcotic. It's illegal. You got apparel. You got some hide armor of minor destruction, which is for destruction magic. Iron boots, iron gauntlets, iron shield, silver garnet ring. Ooh, that's right. I have a silver ring to sell you. Let me go to weapons. What do you have? Blessed iron sword for undead. Iron battle axe. That's pretty much it. So yeah. Pleasure doing business with you.
Lead you to warm sands.
Thank you.
This one needs something.
Man, they look so cool. They're freaking cat people. They're two-legged cat men. I like cats. I'm a cat person. But you may see some frame rate drops. PS3 version. I took a while to get back to that. And that's why I don't have the DLC, because it's not on the PS3 yet. And Bethesda is taking their sweet-ass time getting it out for the PS3. Literally, at this point, I don't care what your argument is. It's unacceptable for it to be this long to get it to the PS3.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Hey, my persuade went by. Yay, speech increased to 21. Open Whiterun. That's actually a good moment to level your speech up a little bit. Take the opportunity to do that. Your speech actually starts higher if you're Nord than it is if you're Imperial, which is actually kind of interesting. I guess maybe it's because Imperials aren't as liked as Nords in Skyrim.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Why is he just watching? Hello.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill.
Somewhere over
But
there,
you're
I can't
probably
see
more
it.
interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary.
You have a nice chest.
Don't
You
forget
have a
to
nice
check
back.
inside the shop if you need anything. If you wish to hunt with me,
Side
your
boob.
feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
Wait, you actually did walk into the town. That's actually kind of cool. Continuity in this game is actually really good.
Have you
You
met
have anything
my
else to
father?
say? No, you don't.
He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach.
Father's the steward. Huh. So, we're here in Whiterun, the first major city of the game. It's really the first hold you'll be witnessing, probably, unless you've played the game before, and you decide to go crazy with the exploration and decide to go to, like, Solitude first. In which case, that's interesting, I guess. You can't experience the game any way you want, so you could do that. But we're doing it this way. We're going to Whiterun's whole Dragon's Reach. And tell the Jarl about the dragon attack. I wish I was higher level. My load times are actually pretty long on this game. I have cleaned the disc, and it helped it a little bit, but it didn't really do that much.
My lord, please. This is no time for rash action. I
You're
just think we need
trying to
more-
find a way over
meaning
me?
of this interruption. Jarl Balgruth is not receiving visitors.
Who's this then?
Alvor, send me.
House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself.
The dragon has destroyed
You
Helgen.
know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Approach.
Yes, ma'am.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yes. I had a great view, well... Wow, I don't remember there being 3 options last time I did this. That's weird. The dragon destroyed Helgen, and last I saw it was heading this way.
Ismir Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that
The Jarl
dragon
of
is lurking in the
Falkreath will
mountains,
view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Are you really that cowardice?
stand
Like
idly by while a
cowardly?
dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people.
Slaughters my
Irileth,
people.
Send a detachment to
What
Riverwood
kind
at
of
once.
accent is this?
yes,
I'm not even sure what that's supposed to
If you'll
be. Maybe
excuse
it's
me, I'll
Nordic.
return to
Maybe
my
it's,
duties.
you know, from
That would be best. Well
Northern
done.
Europe. I don't
You sought me
know.
out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small
Studded
token of
Imperial
my
armor.
esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
All right.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes,
Researching
I
dragons.
Use someone to fetch something for me. Well,
The word of this dragon attack has spread really fast. Like, immediately everybody seems to already know about it, including the Khajiit. Apparently, all merchants figured it out immediately as it happened because they all fled Skyrim. I don't know. What does this have to do with dragons?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many
My intelligence stat is a 21.
Rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from?
So what do you need me to do?
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
This seems extremely dangerous.
An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here.
Miserable?
I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we?
Okay.
I have my sources. Reliable sources.
But you're not telling me how dangerous this could actually be. I don't really want to learn about the Dragon War at the moment. Do you allegiance have you encountered any dragons?
Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be.
Oh well.
Off
This
to Bleak
is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons, we need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgroof. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure she will prove most useful.
I will, once I figure out how dangerous this is.
You'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Well, I've apparently been selected to delve into Bleak Falls Barrow, which I'd be more than happy to do if I was a little bit stronger. I am still level 1. So maybe, before we go to Bleak Falls Barrow, maybe we should do a little bit of training. Get ourselves stronger. Maybe outfit ourselves a little bit better to go into a dungeon, considering we have mismatched Imperial armor. Speaking of which, I need to equip that Imperial studded armor that the Jarl Balgroof gave me. Studded Imperial armor instead of the normal Imperial armor that just has leather. Studded one has some metal on it. Very loose amount of metal, but metal nonetheless. So, maybe before we head off to this Bleak Falls Barrow, maybe we should make sure that we're well trained and outfitted for such a task. Maybe we should go talk to the companions, the Warrior Guild of Whiterun, and see if they can help us get stronger. So, in the next episode of Let's Play Skyrim, we'll be heading off to Jorvaskr, the meat hall of the companions, to see if we can't join them. I'll see you guys then.